We up and I'm feeling like a new me. Stacking new sets, some new E. NFTs, all of them you need. Back in my zone like 2-3. All time high, hit a new peak. Let's go. Homie, the Bulls is back. I said the Bulls is back.
GM. Let's talk about some base meme coins in today's video. We'll talk through the thesis on why this may be a good area to be concentrated on, and then going into some of the favorite memes that I've seen over on Base Chain. So without further ado, make sure you subscribe if you're new here, and we can jump on in. So we'll start here with the thesis. Altcoin Gordon posted this. Check out the chart, total users on Base. So these are people on the Base chain. This is an Ethereum layer 2 solution, quite centralized. A lot of people don't like that, but irrelevant of that fact, you can see this is going up like a hockey stick. So we're now pushing towards 5 million users on Base chain. Typically, the more people you're going to get on a chain, the bigger the potential for the coins that do well on that chain to actually run to. So new heights, billion-dollar market caps for these meme coins, probably going to be quite a few of these in the coming weeks and months. Now, as this post goes into as well, Coinbase has over 70 million users. If you watch their recent smart wallets talk, which is on Twitter, I'll link it down below for you guys. It's well worth spending the 10 minutes to understand what's going to happen here. They're allowing for people to trade on Base chain, so the layer 2, where all the meme coins are, all the shit coins, etc., but using their Coinbase, the centralized exchange, balance. So this opens up their huge user base, which is going to grow throughout this cycle, to trade on chain. So it essentially will abstract away the complexity of trading on chain by saying, yep, I'm happy to sign this transaction and deduct said transaction fees, the costs from your Coinbase official wallet, that being on the centralized exchange. So this is a real 0 to 1 moment. It's going to mean a lot of people can trade on chain that potentially wouldn't have done so in this cycle. Maybe they wouldn't have felt safe doing it or wouldn't have felt competent bridging funds, etc. But I think with this smart wallet launch, which is kind of in test production right now, and maybe coming as soon as the next few weeks even, I think a lot of things are going to really pop off in crypto around the halving. Well, this means there's a huge opportunity with these base coins, and mainly the meme coins, to be honest with you, as there's not a lot else on the chain as of yet. So Base has its own ecosystem here on CoinGecko you can filter into. You can see most of these at the top here aren't strictly just Base only. But if you go to Aerodrome, this is the standout actual real project. It's a solidly fork of an exchange on Base where people can swap between tokens, so a swapping protocol and exchange. Then if we just roll down, you can see the biggest meme coin is Brett, which I believe is the kind of cousin or brother or alternate character in the Pepe memes. And this one's up at around a 700 mil market cap. You can see $668 million. So this one is currently leading the charge. We have the likes of Degen on here as well, pushing towards 600 mil market cap. Some big numbers in here. And what we want to see is some of these really pump and kind of smash the glass ceiling in. So this allows the others to start to run higher as well. Now, I think this will just be a natural function over the coming weeks and months as more people are accessing Base chain via Base decentralized exchange. So this smart wallet is something to definitely chalk down as a major catalyst for this ecosystem. Clearly, we've seen thus far a lot of people want to gamble on Solana meme coins, and that has been the home of the meme coins right now. So that has its own narrative. People like to use the Solana chain. We're seeing there's going to be an influx of capital on the Bitcoin kind of ordinal space, as a lot of people who are Bitcoin maximalists start to dabble for the first time. They're obviously well off and can push the actual amount of TVL or amount of funds into various ordinal projects to the high heavens. And then thirdly, here we have Base with this unlocking of the kind of Normie capital as a third major venue or area of the market to be looking at. So I think it would make sense to have allocation over here, of course, and not financial advice. If you go on to Uniswap, you want to have it on Base chain. As you can see, the Uniswap icon, top left-hand corner. And this is going to be the home of trading, Uniswap's Base version here. So without further ado, let's just jump into the 4 meme coins that I like. So first and foremost, here is Keyboard Cat. This is an infamous meme on the internet. You've probably seen sent around when smartphones were, still pretty poor in quality, of the cat playing keyboards, aka keyboard cat. Pretty easy to simplify there. Ticker is key cat. So a big time meme in the real world. A lot of people would have seen this, and it started to run on Solana, but also on Base, and Base has the largest market cap of the two and seems to have the mind share. This is also something to think about. Sometimes you're seeing meme coins pop off on chains and then copycats being spun up on others, and you have to monitor it to see which one has the escape velocity. And it is the one here on Base chain. So it's at Keyboard Cat Base on Twitter. Now, just to show you a quick meme here, the infamous guy on stage at a Whiff concert off his head on drugs. If we just press play, dubbed over Keyboard Cat. So this cottoning onto a viral moment on crypto Twitter and having the cat overlay its track onto that moment is pretty damn funny, to be fair with you. So there's a lot of things, if you go through the feed, anything like keyboard related or putting this meme on top of, people have started to do. So they've made these video edits to utilize the keyboard cat. So it is rather amusing. Let's look at the chart here real quick. You can see it's pushed back up to all-time highs. So recently, over the last weekend, we had a bit of a sell-off across the board. So I would say the Base ecosystem largely had its first big cycle, its kind of first run. And then we had the pullback from high to low, minus 72%. But then that has been recovered over the last couple days here very, very quickly. So that big recovery tells you there's bid for this thing. And we're now going to see phase 2 for these Base ecosystem memes. So I would be suggesting that if you're looking at all the memes on there, you want ones that are recovering quickly, as that just signifies a lot of people are interested in this meme coin. Now on the left-hand side, you can see the market cap of this. It is $100 million market cap. So can I get to $1 billion plus, i.e. 10x from here and beyond? I think it can do, and I think this is quite a strong meme, hence we've listed this one as the first one. Now the second meme here is that of Normie. You can see this guy has the blue face, so this is the official Coinbase blue color. Some rather large lips, and all the Normie characters have these, and large eyes as well. This essentially, as it says, for the normies in Base. It's essentially like we're saying with a Normie chain. The meme is the fact that this will be the chain where a lot of new retail investors come and dabble for the first time. Hence, we are the normies. People use the word normie to describe other normal people entering the crypto space. So the kind of lore behind it is it's a word used to describe new investors in crypto more broadly. So I think this is a good meme overall. And the picture itself, the Normie guy here, is quite synonymous on crypto Twitter now. Let's just play you a quick meme from the feed here. There are lots on there, but this is just a short one.
My Bugatti is based blue. What color is your Bugatti?
So pretty strange little video there, but the quality of the videos I would suggest, and they got like Normex taking the mic out of Rolex on here. The quality of the video edits and stuff is really, really high. So this is almost like its own animated series and could honestly just be like its own cartoon, if you will. So the fact they have been pumping out the content here on Twitter with these videos is definitely a real selling point of Normie as well. So this one also really strong, and I know a lot of people are invested in this one and are very bullish on it. If we just check out the chart for this one, similar market cap to the previous Keyboard Cat, about 110, 120 mil market cap there. Again, similar thing has happened, bit of a drawdown from these highs, 60% drawdown, but it's recovered the majority of it straight away. Again, there's bid for this thing in the market. And 100 mil market cap, we've seen Brett is around 700, setting the kind of glass ceiling we want to see smashed. And I think a lot of these will just follow in that footstep afterwards. It's kind of like the first guy to run the sub 4-minute mile. Once these kind of billion-dollar barriers get broken, like we've seen on Solana, a lot more can start to follow through. So that is the chart of Normie. Then third up we have, thank you Base God. You may have seen the ticker TYBG. And this shows you Mr. Brian Armstrong here, without any pupils to his eyeballs, as the base god. The meme is Brian is the god who's going to deliver us some massive profits by all accounts. So that is the kind of meme. Thank you, base god is quite a funny little phrase that I've seen people just end their tweets with, TYBG or thank you, base god, the full actual sentence. And this is just showing the appreciation to Brian Armstrong. Now, this one has been retweeted, I believe, by Jesse Pollack. I think potentially Brian Armstrong may also hold some of these tokens. Not that that's a major endorsement, but the kind of memes on this chain have been bought into by some of the C-suite of Base. Now, a real quick video here, just a quick 5-second clip here.
Bitcoin is digital gold. Base god is digital bald.
So there's quite a lot of memes on here which are pretty funny around being bald. So if you find that hilarious, there's like some comments about scalps and stuff. There's just quite a bit of banter around baldness on here and also being based. So they've kind of got two angles to go from. The term based in crypto kind of meaning to be a bit of a Chad in the market. And then obviously the fact it's bald, they're trying to play off the fact that it's amusing to be bald, I guess. So that is TYBG. Thank you, base gods. Let's have a look at the chart. So this one is sitting at a $44 million market cap. So say it's going to go to $1 billion. Maybe that is the kind of end goal that we're all searching for here. I think a lot of people are looking for that to cash out. That'll be around a 20x away. So obviously quite a good distance from here. You can see quite a few of these big sell-offs have happened quite aggressively. It has started to recover here with the rest of the ecosystem, but it hasn't recovered as much as some of these others here. It's up around 60% off the lows. Did draw down quite a bit from this double top here, down around 70%. So I think this one's still in the running. That's not a bad shot at all. And with the catalyst we've mentioned here with the smart wallet, I think this can go a lot higher as people entering the market may resonate with the fact they know who Brian Armstrong is. So another one for the radar. Then the last one here is Normilio. So you may have heard of Normilio, the kind of Milady umbrella. People sign off their tweets with Normilio. We're now starting to see people sign off their tweets with Normilio. And this is a bit of a spin-off of Normie as well. They've kind of gone with slightly darker than the Coinbase blue here and have their own avatar. And these are doing something quite interesting. They are actually having their own NFT profile picture collection coming out. I think it may be over the next 24 hours. There's details within here. The snapshot has been taken. What they're going to do is allow you to mint utilizing the Normilio token and then burn all of those subsequent tokens. So there's going to be a bit of a reduction in supply. Not that that would be the major driving force here at all. We haven't really seen that token burns have done that well for cryptocurrencies quite broadly. But having a load of profile pictures and a load of people repping these mascots in their profile picture could be a very strong bit of social consensus around this one. And the fact it has a very similar name to what we've seen on, for example, on the Solana chain, we've had Retardio. Now we have Normilio here. We know about Remilio. Well, then this comes under that kind of subculture within crypto and that kind of lore around Remilio. So I think this one could be a bit of a flyer. Let's just play this quick clip. They often repeat to invest in cyber currency. They're calling it, rather than cryptocurrency, cyber currency. So again, it kind of deepens the lore behind it. People who are using the phrase cyber currency are people who have invested in this. Seen that a few times on the timeline. Quite an interesting one. Again, the video quality is pretty decent as well, the animation. And they have been pumping out quite a bit of content on their feed. And then there's some influential people who are kind of leading the charge here as well. So this one, again, is definitely on the radar. Here is the chart for Normilio. Market cap on this one. This is the lowest market cap of all of them. Just 13 mil market cap. And this is the thing, like when you have the small ones come out of nowhere, do really well. A lot of people make a lot of money very quickly and then you get a big dump down. So that's like a 90% retrace to the actual Pico bottom where someone absolutely puked their bags there. But we're starting to see from that bottom a good recovery up multiple hundreds of percent. So up around 5-6x there. So that is pretty damn impressive off the bottom and shows you this thing did not want to die. So that is also quite intriguing to me, that all the catalysts were there for this thing to absolutely die a death, but it did not do so, and people have come back into this one. And as a lower market cap, as I say, 13 mil, maybe a decent outsize bet. So what have I done with this information? I kind of see Keyboard Cat and Normie as the kind of same echelon of meme. And so it makes sense to go heavier into those. But for me, I'd rather pick just one of the two and not have exposure to two at the same market cap. I think the kind of ceiling of where they head may be quite similar. And then we've seen with Thank You BaseGuard and Normilio here, they have a lower market cap and so could run a bit further. I personally prefer Normilio out of the two lower caps, and out of the higher caps, I do prefer Keyboard Cat. So that's kind of where I've put my money in terms of making some bets over here. Nothing outrageously crazy. I think having some allocation makes a lot of sense. As you see with the smart wallet integration, opening up this chain to potentially 100 million plus users, a lot of first-time users to an actual layer 2 environment. Well, this will see a flood of capital into this sector. So these base meme coins, I think, will do rather well indeed. So kind of position accordingly is the message. So I hope you found this video interesting. If you did, smash a like on today's video and drop me a comment down below which of these meme coins is your favorite. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.